Hello everyone, this is Shayla, and today we have some blood ring, some badge farms, and a few bad pulls. Again, as always, if you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe if you want to see more content, and let's get into it. Excuse me. Alrighty, so we're going to start off with the blood rings. And we had some really difficult teams this round, and I'm not with anybody in particular. I was solo queuing, so it's a lot more tricky because you don't really know the skill of the people you queue into. It's not like you can make a team or anything like that. You know, you get what you get. So if you get fresh 60 in Dungeon Blues who doesn't really know how to play their class, I mean, that's your teammate. And for that reason, that's particularly why I like to queue with friends on Blood Ring Day. However, you know, a lot of people like to queue for an hour or two, maybe sometimes several hours if you're ranking. And I don't always want to stick around that long. So Blood Ring is sick because it's like 3 to 5 minutes. You know, it's real, get in, get out, get your honor. You can queue for it and then go do quests and go do stuff around the world. And then, you know, you pop in and then you pop out when you're done. And then go back to your quest or go back to farming. It's perfect. It's just great for just chopping up the monotony in the game sometimes. So this team is really, really difficult. Really hard. Like, what was it? Warrior, Druid, Shaman. And again, they just do an insane amount of damage. And this warrior kept on going like line of sight, which is really, really unfortunate because I would like to heal them. Oh, it's 2 shamans. Okay, so I'd like to heal them, but if you're line of sight, I can't help you. And we just got overwhelmed. It's a really difficult team. It's a hard counter, you know. So a lot of times you'll sort of get into the same matches with people because you guys will get out of the match and then you'll queue again, you know, just because you hit queue all at the same time, you guys get back in. So it's sort of like you're together. So apparently something happened between those two where he didn't bubble in time, and that's happened to me as well. Sometimes I get kicked while I'm trying to heal myself and then I'm holy locked and I can't bubble. That sucks. And other times it's just because I think I have more time than I do, and the enemy does so much damage that I am unable to respond in time. Essentially, like it's just so it all happens so fast that I just straight up do not react in time. Because I'm not I'm not really paranoid about constantly dying because I have bubble. So when I do get like a sudden shock of damage that happens that I'm not really anticipating, it's you know, it's a very rattling experience just because, you know, you do have that safety net of being able. Ooh, I did not mean to do him dirty like that. Oh, beautiful procs. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love red. It is casino spec as hell. I really do. I'm a gambling man. I've told you that before. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good when you get those procs, you know? Earthshaker, the most disruptive weapon you can use in PvP. It's BIS. Earthshaker with frost. With frosty, icy. You want that. That is what you want for Ret Paladin. An Earthshaker with icy, and then you just want to have tier 2.5 and some good rings, and, good back, good neck. You're in business. Good trinkets. Oh, I love it. I love my Earthshaker so much. I cannot recommend it enough if you are Ret Paladin. It's good for Shaman too with Wind Fury. And it's okay with Warrior. But if you don't have those like proc based play styles, you know, like I don't think Warrior really prioritizes proc based weapons too much. Whereas paladins, we love our proc-based weapons, and you know, I'd be interested to try it out on shaman. Maybe I'll try that out sometime. We'll do a shaman enhance that's, you know, centered around like proc-based weapons. But if I have to farm another hand of rag, I can make it myself, which is the nice thing. But like, if I have to farm another one, I'm going to go insane, because the first time it was 6 months of farming. Speaking of farming, I am starting the process of getting a Wrath of Cenarius. I was avoiding it because I heard of how grindy it was, and then I realized, well, I've been trying to get deeper into tanking. So back when I first started playing WoW, I played Holy, and then Holy and Burning Crusade, and then in Wrath, I started to tank with the Dungeon Finder feature, and tanking in Wrath was pretty simple. On Turtle WoW, it's a little bit easier than Classic. It's a little bit easier than Classic, but it's a little bit, it's a little bit easier than Classic, but it's a little bit more difficult than Wrath, if that makes sense. So, you're gonna want to be careful. I'm wearing my threat set, because I'm also testing out different sets. I've been talking with our main Paladin tank about what he is doing as far as stat priority goes. I'm sorry, I got a Zim pouch in my mouth. I'm flubbing my words. Ooh. Oh. I had to spit. Disgusting. Anyway, back to the topic. I was asking our main tank about what stats to prioritize, and he was talking about how defense is good, but you really want to prioritize avoidance. And I didn't really understand what avoidance cap meant and what it all entailed. Like, I wanted to understand the actual mechanics behind it. Like, I just didn't want it to be a hollow word. Like, okay, I need avoidance, but I have no clue what avoidance is. So I'm working on perfecting my tanking sets, and now I need to work on how I pull and how I communicate and the group dynamics, you know, like dealing with shitters. Just because I did an UBRS and I was pulling like a madman. I really was. I was just, you know, zug-zugging. I was just running in there, charging in there. And luckily we had a really well-geared group, but there I go. You got to be careful. But who would have thought to AOE farm these elites? Me. I would have. And it works. You can do up to 2. 3 is pushing it. You can survive 3, but 2 is comfortable. But 1 at a time, you're way too safe. It's like really pointless because you're spec'd for AOE, so you might as well do 2 at a time. But if you do 2 at a time, it really doesn't. It's like, it's no more than a normal quest. It's not like some huge feat because you can solo it. And yeah, it's 30 bugs, but 30 bugs and you're doing 2 at a time. It's more like 15 pulls, you know, 15 pulls. You just have to make sure you're pulling the ones you need. I wasn't really checking which bugs are which because I was new to the area. I haven't done this grind ever before. So I'm pulling all sorts of bugs. I'm seeing what they do right now. I'm seeing like what their mechanics are. Like this has a pushback. That's what killed me the time before, so I need to be wary about what's behind me. So you need to experiment with it. But yeah, two bugs at a time is safe. 3 is pushing it. However, 3, if you're doing 3 at a time and they're all the same bug that you need, that's like 5 pulls. And 5 pulls per badge, you can get all 15 badges in 2 days. You know, so it's not that bad if you're a paladin. If you are any other class, you're probably going to need a group. And this is going to take you a long time. However, if you are a holy prot split paladin, you can do these bugs 2 at a time, and you can be done with your combat badges in 2 days. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.